I'm taking a couple of big risks today. The first one is I'm wearing a Bayern Munich jersey while also rocking a mustache. But the second one is that I'm crowning a new Tottenham. Obviously, the old Tottenham hasn't gone away. They still don't have any trophies since the beginning of the dawn of man, when man walked with dinosaurs and the earth was flat. But there's another one. There's another one that has done it in an even more provocative, dumbfounding, absolutely stupefying way. Now, it's an extra risk because I'm talking about Turkey again. And every time I seem to talk about Turkey, some referee gets his face broken, some giant controversy breaks out. Hell, the last time I talked about Turkey, a club nearly left the league. And the club that was interested in doing that is Fenerbahce, which is another reason that they could be classified as the Tottenham of Turkey, because they are so frustrated with how unlucky they've been, and obviously they might have very legitimate grievances, we've discussed this before, that they actually want to leave the Turkish league. But the Turkish league season concluded over the weekend, and the way that it finished could only be described as brutally painful. And I'm not talking about Michy Batshuayi roundhouse kicking somebody that probably has a better mustache than me directly in the nose. No, I'm talking about just good old-fashioned on the pitch, not riots, just actual sporting on the pitch drama, because Galatasaray finished the season with 102 points, the most points in the history of the Turkish league, to win the Turkish league. And they did win the Turkish league. And Fenerbahce put up 99 points, which, if you're pretty good at math, is a lot more than the team behind them. Specifically, 32 more points than the team that finished in third. Fenerbahce lost one match all year, and they did not win the league. Fenerbahce lost one match the entire year in the league, and they didn't win. Galatasaray went into the final day needing literally just a draw. They beat Konyaspor 3-1. Just to take out their anger, I guess, we saw a really convincing performance from Fenerbahce. You see them up here. They beat Istanbulspor, who were in last place, 6-0, but it didn't matter because 102 points in Galatasaray were league champions, while Fenerbahce ended up finishing second. Now, I went on a wild goose chase when I saw this because Galatasaray's 102 points was a record. I just wanted to go back and see the last time somebody got 90 points in the Turkish league. 90, not 99, just 90. I got all the way back to 1998 and gave up. All right, now the league is now at 38 matches. It switched from 34 in, I believe it was 2018, but then it went up to 40 for a year. And even at 40 matches played, the winner of the league only had 84 points. Don't believe me? Check that out. 84 points. And guess who's right there? Fenerbahce, 2 points off the title. Lost their second to last match of the season, which if they had won, they would have won the league. On 85 points, mind you. Keep in mind, they just finished with 99 points. And they didn't win the league. Now, if we go up to the next season, 2022, we see Fenerbahce pulling up in second again, although they were pretty convincingly behind Trabzonspor, which again is a different title winner than Besiktas, who'd won it the year before. And then if we go to last year, we have Galatasaray running away with a huge winning streak at the end of the season to win the league by 8 points, leaving Fenerbahce in second place. That means in the last 4 seasons, Fenerbahce has finished second 3 times and third 1 time, but when they finished third, they were 2 points off the title anyways. Fenerbahce has been a heartbreak hotel over the last 4 seasons, and they just dropped a generational 99 points with one. They played 38 matches. They won 31 of them. The problem is Galatasaray won 33 of them and only lost 2 matches the whole way in order to actually win the league. But now we're going to get to the point where they become the Tottenham, okay? Because if you look at the points, I saw this tweet, you look at the points collected in the last 10 seasons in the Super League of Turkey, Fenerbahce has 717 points. That's the second most out of any club. They have 0 titles in the last 10 seasons. That's hard to do. Like, mathematically, I just feel like that should be incredibly, you got to distribute your points very efficiently in order to avoid winning a league title, which Fenerbahce has done. Now, Fenerbahce fans are incredibly upset. The first that I realized that Fenerbahce had not won the league was this video of a fan just stabbing a poster with their team president, Ali Koç. I don't really, I mean, this is a philosophical question for fans, right? As you watch this, okay, you're punishing the president. Your team got 99 points. As far as I can find, at least in the last 30 years or so, That's the second most points that's ever been accrued in the Turkish league, right? Like, it is an unbelievable season. Nobody has even gotten to 90 points in the last 30 years. Okay, you got to 99, right? I realize there's 4 extra matches in there, but I mean, like 99 and 90, there's a pretty significant, yeah, there's a 3-match difference and a 4-match difference. Like, okay, nobody else has gotten to 90 in the last 30 years. So I couldn't find it, right? We already talked about that. I tried to go back into Transfermarkt history and then realized I might be going back forever. They had an unbelievable season. They only lost 1 game in the league, and do you take that out on the president? I wouldn't, personally. I wouldn't take that out on the president. I'd just be frustrated. It's the same feeling that Liverpool had. But you finish on 98 points or whatever, you don't win the league. And you're sitting there like, well, we had a good season, or 97 points or whatever it was, right? It might have been both. Liverpool had a couple of rough years there. But I'm not taking it out of the club president. Now, Turkey's a different breed. And you knew we had to get some sort of insane Turkish fandom thing going on. So we now have a club that lost 1 match in the league the entire season, whose president is being stabbed repeatedly. Well, not actually, but his poster is being stabbed repeatedly. Bro, if I led a team to 99 points and my poster was getting stabbed, I would be frustrated. That wouldn't be resonating with me. But there is a key difference between Fenerbahce and Tottenham, is that in 2014, Fenerbahce did win the league. So they won the league, more than 10 years, 11 seasons ago, they won the league. So it's still more recently than Tottenham, but Fenerbahce have been a disaster class of almost and near misses for especially the last couple of seasons. And this one is perhaps the most painful one yet. The Fenerbahce Galatasaray race will probably heat up again next season, because Galatasaray does have a lot of talent too. I mean, obviously they won the league this year with 102 points, which is the most in Turkish league history. And by the way, the winning goals were scored by Mauro Icardi. Not that that has any particular relevance to the actual storyline at all. I just like to mention Mauro Icardi because funny and memes. And it makes me think of Fairly Odd Parents with Wanda and Cosmo. Great show. Do you ever watch Fairly Odd Parents? Oh, it's amazing. Hey, I'm just glad we're talking about the Turkish league and stuff happening on the field. But I'm interested to see how Fenerbahce fans react going into the start of next season, because they voted to stay in the Turkish league, but not like by that much. It was kind of a weird situation there for Fenerbahce for a little while. The Turkish league is crazy. We need to pay attention to it more because it just gets crazier.